This is India, the Northwest Frontier Province, 1905, a country of many religions. Men find many reasons for killing each other: greed, revenge, jealousy, or perhaps because they worship God by different names. Rebel fanatics are gathering in the hills. Their objective, to kill a 6-year-old boy because he is a prince and the future leader of his people. His father, the Maharaja, has appealed to us, the British, asking us to take his son to the garrison town of Hazirabad and then to send him from there to safety in Delhi.
Hacho! Hacho! Peachy! Peachy! Keep back! I'm frightfully sorry, sir.
B Company. They certainly gave it the right name. Have they held the last train?
No, sir. They wouldn't have got away if they had.
Damn. We'd better report. Still with me?
Yes, for better or worse.
अच्छी बात, Damodar Sahib. Troop headquarters को report करो.
ESub.
He'll be all right.
Of course. These people have always been soldiers.
Sorry, Mr. Peters, there's no more I can do. Captain Scott.
Demand protection and
Excuse
an immediate
me.
escort away from this place.
I am so glad you managed to get through. We've been greatly worried about you.
Mrs. White, this is Mr. Bridie.
How do you do?
He does all the work around here.
His Excellency wanted to see you the moment you arrived.
That's all right, Mr. Bridie. I'll report at once.
Will you come with me, please, Mrs. White?
You don't seem to realize that I am a British citizen. Look, look.
We're all British citizens, Mr. Peters, even if we don't all have papers to prove it.
I think it's unforgivable that I wasn't warned about this. I was only at Muram, there's a cable office.
Yes, but the lines were cut straight through into the ballroom, please. You'll see Lady Wyndham.
Look here, I insist. You must take me to the governor at once.
I tell you, Mr. Peters, there's nothing he can do about it. The last train's gone.
I'm not blaming you, Scott. I don't suppose having Mrs. Wyatt with you made it any quicker.
Oh, she did pretty well, sir. Not my idea of a governess.
Her husband was a doctor, fine doctor. Saved the boy's life when he was a baby. The Maharaja never forgot it.
We couldn't get him to leave the palace.
I didn't expect you would. Well, the important thing now is Prince Kishan. Delhi sent a special order. Get him out at once. Seems I failed. Yes?
General Ames, sir.
Oh, come in, Charles, come in.
So you got him here, a bit late in the day.
Scott did the best he could.
Where's the boy, sir?
In the library. Your Highness, I'm glad to welcome you into my home.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
He's very tired.
Mrs. Wyatt, I met your husband in Bombay. This is General Ames.
How do you do?
I don't know if they've explained our situation to you. The last train has gone. We held it for His Highness as long as we dared.
I promised I'd take him to safety. It was the last thing I promised his father.
He'll be quite safe here.
What makes you think that? This isn't an ordinary tribal uprising, you know. It's something far bigger.
We have no reason to believe so, Mrs. Wyatt.
You have reason, I'm telling you. Princes who always fight against each other are now on the same side. Razjad, Hussein, even Rahim.
She's perfectly right, sir.
If you'd acted on that message I sent 3 days ago, Prince Kishan would be safe in Delhi by now.
I think we are the best judges of such things, Mrs. Wyatt.
I disagree. The British never seem to do anything until they've had a cup of tea, by which time it's too late. I'm sorry, but that's the way it seems to an American.
Please forgive me. Nobody told me you'd come. I was in the hospital. My dear, you might have sent word. Your Highness. Mrs. Wyatt, isn't it? Naturally, I've heard of you.
How do you do?
Child looks quite exhausted. Same applies to you, Captain Scott. I'm sure you must be dying for a bath.
I certainly am.
Come along, I'll show you to your rooms.
Thank you, Captain Scott.
You're a good soldier.
You'll have to forgive me for speaking my mind. I happen to believe that's what it's for.
Hussein, Razjad, and Rahim, all fighting together.
It's possible she's wrong, sir.
I wish I could believe she was. Go on, Scott, go and get some rest.
Thank you, sir.
have captured the railway gates, which means that we're virtually in a state of siege. But can we hold out? That's the point.
If we get reinforcements,
Suppose we don't.
then we haven't to hope.
Prince Kishan must be got out somehow. That dispatch from Delhi made it quite clear that we must save his life, and it was the last thing we did.
It may well be the last thing we do, sir.
Is Captain Scott here yet?
He's waiting, sir.
Oh, send him in, please.
The boy, of course, is only a figurehead.
Well, his family have been a figurehead, if that's the way you wish to put it, for generations. In any case, it's our only chance of restoring order in the province.
You think he's as important as that, this one small boy?
I know he is. He may be only 5 years old, but he's the religious and political leader of hundreds of thousands of Hindus. Come in. These rebels are Muslims. If they had managed to kill him as well as his father, if they still manage to kill him, Charles, the Hindus will have no leader. It'll be civil war on a vast scale, worse than the mutiny.
All right, Scott. Thank you, sir.
Scott, what are the chances of getting the prince through to Kalapur in safety?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Wyatt, but I don't think His Excellency requested your presence.
Surely the subject under discussion affects me more closely than anybody else in this room.
Mrs. Wyatt's perfectly right. Well, can you get him to Kalapur?
But I thought the last train had gone, sir.
The army doesn't always have to rely on railway engines.
What about horses?
Not a chance, sir. We had to leave ours or we'd never have got through. They've got a sniper on top of every hill.
But you did get through, though.
Yes, sir, but before they closed in.
Yes, that's right enough. Well, I'm afraid the prince will have to stay here. You'll be quite safe, though. We're expecting reinforcements at any moment.
I'm beginning to understand British people a little. What you really mean is it won't be safe at all, and reinforcements probably will not get here in time.
My dear young lady, you don't understand at all.
Oh, no, please. It's a good way of looking at things, maybe. Just takes a little getting used to.
Thank you, Scott.
Sir.
There's absolutely no use your waiting, Mr. Peters, no use at all.
Well, when can I see him? Tell me when.
The governor is very busy. I'm sure he'll see you when he can.
I shall most certainly lodge your complaint when I get to Delhi.
If you get to Delhi.
See, Saab, very plenty of this team.
Yes, but is he coming from the right places? That's the point, Gupta.
What right places, Saab? All right. Victoria is old, I confess that. But she has experience, Saab. And when she has experience, nothing can go wrong. It is not the fault of Victoria, Saab. I asked them last week. And last month I asked them 17 times to give me 1 little day for repairs. But no, like you, they said Victoria is old. Victoria is no good except but for shunting. Nobody understands what to do.
Kalapur's over 300 miles away, you know.
What 300 miles? What is 300 miles to this engine, Saab? You know what she used to do in the Karachi run? 2 times in 1 week. 1 week, but 2 times.
Yes, but how many years ago?
Look at the boiler, Saab. Not even 1 leak. Not even an inch of steam is escaping from it. And when the boiler is good, the whole engine is good. Look for yourself if not believing Gupta. To be frankly, Saab, that is only the piston bearing which is not good. And that is why 1/2 of the steam is escaping every day.
Are you sure that's all that's wrong?
Saab, Gupta has been for 30 years in the railway train service. You think Gupta don't know?
No, Gupta. I think you do know. We shall need a coach.
Coach, Saab, there is no one but that one.
But that's broken down.
Broken.
What about that pair of wheels over there? Will they fit?
Yes, Saab. They are very fitting wheels.
Tell me, Gupta, how many miles per hour could Victoria go pulling just one coach?
At least 50 miles, Saab.
50?
Well, at least, if not 50 miles, then at least 40 miles, Saab. And when it is mended, Saab, you don't know what speed it will go. It is very speedy.
She'll be mended, and the coach. Now, the only other problem is coal. We'll never get enough in there.
Yes, Saab. We need 5 to 6 times much more coal than this.
Yes, but where can we put it? Have you got a truck or something?
Yes, Saab. We have got a truck in the shed.
Good. I'll get the sappers down here right away, and you can tell them what you want.
Sab, you will be never sorry for the judgment you are making today.
I hope you're right, Gupta. I hope you're right. And get that damn thing fixed at once.
Yes, Saab, at once.
She is like the lady, Sab. She shouts too much when she is happy.
Oh, come on. You must know one way or the other.
These rumors must have some foundation.
Must they, sir? In my experience, rumor is seldom backed by truth.
Surely you can tell us if the prince is here.
Of course he's here. That's why they're attacking the town.
Gentlemen, when the time comes, you'll be told everything.
But why don't you trust us? We could help you, you know.
Look here, we know that they burnt the palace to the ground and killed the boy's father. Isn't that so?
I assure you, gentlemen, I know simply nothing. I'm not in a position of authority.
Sir John wants you upstairs.
Oh, thank heavens. Excuse me.
No, but look, just
the governor cannot make a statement yet.
Well, just tell us this. Why is the city being attacked?
Isn't it because the British patrol rescued the prince and
Isn't
brought him
it
here?
true that this entire situation hinges on Prince Kishon?
His Excellency has never denied that. This province has been loyal to Prince Kishon's family for hundreds of years. While he's alive, there's absolutely no possibility of a successful rebellion.
Well, then he is alive and here in Government House.
The governor will make a full statement tomorrow morning. There's no hurry, gentlemen. It's impossible for you to get your dispatches out of the city. The wires have been cut.
Well, in that case, why not tell us the truth?
Why all the secrecy? Why are you hiding?
Mr. Peters, you wish to go to Kalapur?
Ah, yes. It is essential that I do. I'm expected in Delhi on Friday.
You're in luck. There's a train leaving in just over an hour. I hope you can fire those rifles you're so good at selling.
The armament industry is impartial. It always has been.
Your customers out there aren't impartial, believe me.
Will you all sit down, please?
Sir John, there's no need for me to go, is there?
Bridie, someone has to be officially responsible for the dispatch box.
Yes, I know.
Now, I've chosen you. Besides, I know that you look after my wife for me.
Well, of course.
Good heavens, it's not forever. You'll be back. Well, the whole thing's settled. I'd like you to be in the station yard at 11:15. You'll be in Captain Scott's hands. I leave it to him to explain what's going to happen.
I don't intend to be a schoolmaster, but I'd like to try and explain the position to you. The whole point is, the rebels think that the last train has gone. They do not know that we have another engine. Also, the outer gate on the railway is in their hands, and quite obviously shut. I'm afraid I'm not much of an artist. Now, we hold the inner gate up here. And between these two gates was the gradient. Now, Victoria's a wonderful old engine, but she makes an awful lot of noise. Too much, I'm afraid. So although we'll have steam up, we're going to freewheel. We ought to get up quite a speed on this slope, enough to smash through this outer gate before they know what's hit them. Well, that's roughly the plan. Oh, I admit that any number of things can happen. They may even have blocked the railway line to stop reinforcements getting in. But that's something that we'll have to face up to, if and when we get to it.
So it's true. He is here.
Sorry, sir, he must have bribed someone. He came up the back stairs.
Could you send this man away? He worries me. Will you please leave the room at once, Mr. Van Leyden? You're going to try to get him out? It's impossible.
Come on.
All right, Scott, leave him. All right. Since you've discovered both salient points yourself, there's no need to throw you out. By train you want to get him out, with the outer gate in enemy hands. What a story.
One that's hardly likely to reach the newspapers.
No, I suppose not. Unless I was to go on the train also. Well, it's an idea. I could go on the train. There are 1,000 people out there I'd send before you. Of course, you don't like me, any of you, I know that. I don't know about you, madam. How do you do, by the way? My name is Peter Van Leyden.
So, now you have your story and no chance of getting it to your newspaper, perhaps you'll leave the room.
It's terrible to think what would happen to your train if all those thousands of people down there knew about it. They'd tear it to pieces rather than let it go without them. Well, of course, the gates to the station are closed and it's all a secret. Nobody could possibly know. Mr. Van Leyden, it is just possible that the newspapers of the world should know of our predicament.
Oh, no. You're perfectly right. It's of no importance.
Mr. Van Leyden?
Yes?
You may go on the train.
Why, thank you, Sir John. We understand each other.
Well, your luggage must be at the yard by 11. I'll go and check the dispatch box.
Where do you think you're going?
To get my bag, of course.
Yes, why not? That's an excellent idea.
Oh, I see. If I go now, I miss that train, is that it?
Yes, Mr. Van Leyden, that's it.
Oh, well, in that case, I shall have to travel light. As a journalist, I'm used to it. Look, I couldn't wish for better company. The decline and fall of an empire. Roman, not British.
You haven't given me a chance to speak to you, John.
There's nothing really left to discuss, my dear. You should be getting our things ready.
They are ready, but I'm not going. This little boy is important, isn't he? Very, very important. And yet you're prepared to take this risk with him. And it is a tremendous risk. We all realize that. We can't hold out here. Isn't that it?
We have every hope.
Hope? Yes, everybody hopes. But
You're going.
no, I'm not. I'm staying here with you. Oh, my dear, can't you see? I really have no right to get on that.
Right! Right! Haven't I my rights? Am I governor of a province for nothing?
But I can't be so selfish.
I'm being selfish, my dear. Don't you understand? For once, I'm being selfish. You're going on the train, and that's that. That's that, my dear.
Your luggage has been loaded. Will you board the train, please? Sab cheez ठीक है, Dr. Sahib?
जी साहब.
You've got a complete set of tools in there.
Crowbars, pickaxes, anything can happen on this trip.
Everything you can think of.
I asked for these mountings to be fixed. They're firing too high.
I'm sorry, Bill. There simply wasn't time.
Well, let's hope they keep their distance.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Cheer up, Mr. Bridie. I'm sure those gates aren't as strong as they look.
It's not that, it's... Well, I'd rather stay behind.
Hyderabad doesn't seem to me a very good place to be right now.
It's my home. When I shut up my little house a few minutes ago, I don't know, I had a feeling I'd never see it again.
Satisfied?
You trying to kill us all?
We're trying to save you.
The British are incurably optimistic.
But you're British, Mr. Peters.
My passport's British.
You really think we can get through?
Would I be trying it if I didn't think so?
Of course you would. You've been ordered to try it.
Get aboard, quickly. How's the pressure, Gupta?
Pressure is not very forcing to go yet, Saab, but it will be very forcing in a soon moment.
Do let me.
We'll be off in a few moments. Will you all lie down on the floor, please? It may be a little uncomfortable, but I can assure you it's absolutely necessary, and it won't be for long. Mr. Bridie, turn that lamp out, please. All being well, the train won't have to stop on this trip. But if it does, don't look out of the windows, don't leave the carriage, but put the shutters up and wait for me to come along and report. Right. Actually now, Gupta.
Now it is forcing, Saab, but it will be ready to go only in a very, very soon moment now.
I'll lie down right here.
Oh, Mrs. White. Well, there's much more room here.
I'm quite happy where I am, thank you.
Never mind, Mr. Peters. The Americans are by tradition isolationist.
Now it is terribly ready, Saab. Terribly ready.
Is everybody all right? Good. We're off. For better or worse. Ready to move off, sir.
Good luck, Captain Scott.
Thank you, sir. Close the fire door, Gupta. Gupta! Soon be clear.
अच्छा बंदूक है
जी साहब Morning, Mr. Peters.
Morning.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a Lee Enfield, the rival firm. 10 rounds.
I've never used one of these things before in my life.
They're for killing people with.
Why do fighting men pretend to despise those that make and sell them their tools?
A soldier's job, Mr. Peters, is not primarily to kill.
No?
We have to keep order, prevent your customers from tearing each other to pieces.
You really believe that?
I wouldn't say it if I didn't.
No, I don't believe you would.
What I dislike about you chaps is that you sell your stuff without discrimination.
To the other side, you mean? You think we should be like God, only on the side of the British. But the Germans and the Japanese and the Hottentots, they all think God's on their side.
And so do these rebels.
They're only children. Would you give this to a child?
They are not children. They're grown men. Uneducated men, I grant you, but fighting for the freedom of their country.
You see?
Well, you may feel differently about it when you get one of your own bullets in the stomach.
If you think I'm ashamed that these are my merchandise, you're wrong. Men make wars, not guns. Before there were guns, men used swords, spears, stones, blocks of wood, anything they could lay their hands on. Oh, go away, I'm sleepy.
Yeah. Oh, can't you shoot either?
Oh, yes, I can shoot. Newspaper men have to be able to protect themselves sometimes.
I'm not surprised if all their reports differ from the truth as much as yours do.
Well, you read my reports. I'm honored.
Of course I do.
But truth, you see, is like God, not always on the side of the British.
It pleases you to mock us, Mr. Van Leyden. We're used to that. Half the world mocks us. And half the world is only civilized because we have made it so.
Good for you, ma'am.
Excellent. Excellent. Already we split into factions. Our little train, trundling across this desert, is like our little world, trundling through space. Mr. Peters here will sell us guns, and we can fight each other.
Delighted.
Men are really absurd. You stand around arguing, and who does all the work? We do, as usual.
Oh, now, wait a minute. This journey's quite dangerous enough as it is.
Arizona isn't England, you know. From the time I was 13, my father never let me out of the house without one of these.
Could I have one? I don't suppose I could hit anybody, but I could frighten them to death.
Here you are, Mr. Bridie.
Oh, no, I've never shot anyone in my life, I'm afraid.
Well, with a bit of luck, you won't have to.
Come to think of it, I once won a cigarette case or something with one of these on Brighton Pier.
You did better than me. All I ever won was a bag of sweets. Yeah, 15 rounds.
Thank you very much.
I should think Gupta and the sergeant are about ready for one of these. Would you mind, Captain?
With pleasure. Daftar Sahib, Charlie.
Meherbani Sahib.
Oh, thanks, Saab. My thanks. This very nice engine, Saab. Your friends did not admit, huh?
Yeah, you may need this.
Gun for Gupta? Oh, no, Saab. Gupta only engine driver. Very good engine driver. 30 years on the railway train service.
Yes, but it may be a question of this or no more years in the railway service.
No, Saab. Gupta Indian. Indian to kill Indian. not very good. Maybe Saab thinks Gupta foolish.
No, I don't think you're foolish.
If other man has other religion, why should Gupta mind, Saab? Gupta don't mind.
Saab, ek train hot ho gaya.
Pull up, Gupta, pull up.
Saab, all they are alive.
Shutters up? Good. And please, don't any of you leave the train.
No trouble, I hope.
Nothing for you to worry about, Mr. Bridie. Come on. Hamare Satao. Doctor Sahib? Gupta, if you hear firing, get back as quickly as possible. Don't wait for us.
Yes, Saab. Gupta will do that. But Saab also to look after himself.
I'm glad to see it makes you sick.
I thought I told you to stay in that train.
I'm a newspaper reporter. It is my duty to look. To look and to report.
All right, Van Leyden. Go on, have a look. Have a good look. And see what happens when the British aren't around to keep order.
Keep order? You? You divide. You set Muslim against Hindu. You divide in order to rule. That's what you do.
The Muslims were fighting the Hindus for hundreds of years before we came to India. And well, you know it. Now go on, get back on that train.
All right, I'm going. I've seen enough. You call this keeping order?
Come on! Pichi pichi ao! Hey, Kumar, Madat karo.
Kishan, do stop playing with
Come along, Kishan. Have something to eat, my boy.
It's dangerous to stay here so long. There you go. What does Captain Scott think he's doing? He's supposed to be protecting us.
What is it? What's holding us up?
What's happened?
Oh, come along. We can't all go and look.
Don't.
Please, Mr. Van Leyden, tell us what's going on out there.
It's the refugee train.
The refugee train, it ought to be miles away.
What's it doing here?
What's it stop for? Something wrong?
Those poor people. Can we help?
Is there anything we can do?
Do? No, there is nothing you can do. Any of you. Except go home. And keep order at home and stay there. For good.
I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. They're all dead.
But there were hundreds of people on that train. How do you know they're all dead? You haven't had time to look.
We're moving on.
But there may be somebody alive. We cannot go without being sure.
Please believe me, Mrs. Wyatt. I've seen all this before. When those devils do a job, They do it properly.
Gupta, move on.
Hold it! Mrs. Wyatt, please get back on the train. Mrs. Wyatt!
You can hardly court-martial her. She's not one of your soldiers, and neither are we.
If the Saab permits, then Gupta to try bringing back the Mem Saab?
No, Gupta. Let the Mem Saab find out for herself. Come on, we'll move up.
Let's get on the train. He was a chance in a million. He was completely hidden. The mother had covered him with her body. Nobody.
Please don't make excuses. I was wrong, and that's that. Where's Kishan?
I thought it better that he shouldn't see the.
We must find somewhere to put the little blighter. I think I have just the thing. Come and have a look.
That was a very courageous thing to do, my dear.
Funny thing, but the fellas always used to pull my leg about this case. There goes Bridie with the baby, they used to say. Looks as if they were right, doesn't it? Now, what do you think of that? Perfect cop for him, eh? Put in some of these to make it soft.
Yes.
How's that?
That's excellent.
One life saved and thousands lost.
You give him a pillow for luck, Lady Wyndham?
Laskar. The driver of that engine was friend of mine, Saab. 30 years on the railway train service. He had 4 small children, Saab. You know, Saab, sometimes I want to get hold of my people, all my people, and beat their heads together to put little sense into them.
Come on, Gupta, what's the matter with her? She's hardly moving. She can do better than this.
Victoria is old, Saab. She's totally doing her best.
Well, her total best isn't good enough.
But there is no more of this team.
Then you must find some. Gupta! You can't stop wherever you like. You're under army orders,
no? No army orders. She cannot do it. She will not do it.
You promised me she'd get to Kalapur.
Yes, she will go to Kalapur, but not with this.
Is that all? Now, don't you ever frighten me like that again. We'll soon get that off. Dr. Sahib?
Ji, Saab.
Woo Spanalao?
Acha, Saab.
Ardo Crowbar?
Acha, Saab.
We're stopping for a few minutes to do some minor repairs.
Oh, we seem to stop every 2 or 3 miles. I don't know when Captain Scott proposes to get us to Kalapur.
You'll get through there all right, Mr. Peters. That's all you need worry about.
Mr. Van Leyden, would you mind passing me my case? It's just on the rack there above your head. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. I think the boys on the engine could do with a drop, too.
I'll bring it. I'm sorry.
About the baby? You needn't be. It was a fine thing to do.
That's not why I did it. You'd have to go too far back with me to understand.
I think I do understand. You were married to a doctor. A very fine one from all accounts. A man who died trying to save people's lives. It's impossible to be married to a man like that without living up to his ideals. I'm right, am I not?
You're right, but for all the wrong reasons. I didn't live up to them. I think I hated them. I hated the squalor and the dirt and places we had to go and live. I hated his being a doctor at all. I even left him once and went back to the States. One does learn, though, even if it is a bit late in the day. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. I may be one of the brutal and licentious soldiery, but I'm not a complete blockhead, you know.
He would have been as surprised as you were to see me getting on that train.
Anyway, how is young India?
Oh, fine.
How are we going to feed it?
Mr. Bridie has a clever idea to do with a leather glove.
If we had a leather glove?
Well, Lady Wyndham has. She has everything tucked away in that handbag of hers. Smelling salts, playing cards, iodine, bandages, even the latest edition of the London Times.
Now, how about that drink for the boys? And I could do with a good cup of tea.
Coffee? Or would that bring the Empire crashing down around us?
Tea.
You were happy in Hyderabad, weren't you, Mr. Bridie?
Oh, yes, it's my home. I've lived there for 21 years.
I was happy there, too.
It's a little bit different for you, Lady Wyndham, if you don't mind my saying so. I've only a half-sister in England, lives just outside Birmingham. We've never been very close. Don't think her husband likes me much. So really, you see, well, I'm alone.
It's not so very different from me, Mr. Bridie. I have a few relations in England, of course, more than just one sister, but...
I even had to leave my old dog behind. Not much of a dog, I dare say, but... Well, he was mine.
I had to leave my husband behind.
Oh, Lady Wyndham, I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
You've had your home in
Yeah.
one place for 20-odd years, and for 20-odd years I haven't had a home. Just a succession of big houses that haven't been very easy to run. My husband has been my home.
Yes.
Wherever he is.
I'm sorry, Lady Wyndham. Please, how could I have been so thoughtless? Please forgive me.
But don't be silly, Mr. Bridie.
Can I get you some water, Lady Wyndham? How about a drop of whiskey? There's some in the van.
Lady Wyndham, what's the matter?
There's nothing like a woman in tears to stop a man feeling sorry for himself.
Mr. Bridie? He certainly doesn't seem sorry for himself now. Your husband will be all right. I'm sure he will.
Here we are, Lady Wyndham. Oh, dear me. That was a near one. Oh, thank you. That's better.
It's rather strong.
Some more water.
Gracious, I'm not complaining.
Oh, Mrs. Wyatt, what about you? A little...
Oh, no, thank you. I'm supposed to be fixing tea.
Leave it to me.
Now, you see, he's quite happy now that he's doing something for somebody else. You've been married, my dear. You should know that much about men.
Maybe a doctor's wife doesn't see enough of her husband to find out. He was one of his patients, you know. So thin and wasted like a starved little frog. Look at him now.
The railway line is broken, sir.
Reverse, quick! Back in the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
Doctor! Maxim!
There. I beg your pardon.
I've blown up the line. Shutters up, please. Of course, it may be nothing to do with us at all. It may be something that happened a few days ago to prevent reinforcements getting in.
What are we going to do? We can't just sit here.
Can't we? We certainly can't go forward. And going back would appear to be out of the question. It really seems to be a most interesting military problem.
Or perhaps just a matter of common sense. Now, let's see. The Daffodil will have to stand guard with the Maxim. That leaves 6 men. And we can replace that blown section with a new length of rail taken from behind the train.
But don't be silly, it's impossible.
No, it's not. It's been done before.
Thank you, Mr. Bridie. Now, this is what we're going to do. We'll move the train right forward to the damaged rail.
Surely it would be safer to leave the ladies here in the tunnel.
Yes, but that will give us 200 yards of open country to cover. And anything can happen out there. We may need all the cover we can get. All right. Any more questions? Good. Let's get on with it.
Oh, dear me. I hope there's some more of these somewhere. I have an idea a cup of tea might come in handy.
Well, it looks clear enough. But as Mr. Peters so wittily put it, we just can't sit here.
Look,
What is it, Kishan? What did you see?
something moved
Are you sure? Where? Show me.
up there.
But what was it? What did you see? Was it a man?
I don't know.
You'll have me doing it next. Don't come out like Corleone, and then make it quick.